kind of an outlook or overlook on the old ruins of the prison. Kind of up here on this hill. Hello friends, we're here in Yuma, Arizona. We're at the Territorial Prison State Park, and they've opened it up for people to take tours of it, and we'll take you along with us. All right, 1875, the prison was authorized by the territorial legislature. 1876, prison opens. First convict was William Hall. 1878, first female convict. And 1881, water reservoir constructed. 82, the guard tower was built. Oh wow, they got electricity in 1884.
Almost a whole 10 years
Yeah.
They went without electricity.
10 years without electricity. And then the Sally Port was built in 85. They had a riot in 1887, and a female gives birth in 1889, female prisoner. 1891, women's cells were built. So they must have had the women in with the men at that point.
Looks like it.
Library. (1902). Hospital was built here.
They had the Yuma High School here until 1914.
Huh. In 1924, the hospital and the mess hall burnt down. 1932, the Depression era victims used the prison for housing. And then in 39, the squatters were evicted. Mess hall and New Deal funds in 1940. Guard tower was used in 1942 as a World War II spotting tower. And then in 61, it becomes a state park. And then in 2010, the budget crisis threatens closure of the state park. The Yuma community's chain gangs raise funds to save the park. Very cool. This is the main guard tower. Overlooks the whole valley and everything. Kind of overview of the whole park here. There's the Sally Port, which is the main entrance to the prison.
What are you guys doing?
YouTube channel.
Oh, wait, what is it?
Seeking 70 Degrees. Cool. Nothing real exciting. It's just RV travels and.
Yeah, I love travel.
And so. Right on. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Is it this one?
That's it.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Here's the Sally Port, which was the main entrance to the prison. So they'd bring prisoners in here, they'd close this back gate and close this door. They'd get the prisoner out and walk him through here. And that's the same way they do it today. They have a Sally Port. And this is the museum portion.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Would you like to sign our guest book?
Sure.
And what's in the new license for them to choose which capital.
Some of the artifacts from the prison. It's all about the dark cell. Call it the hellhole. And they were chained to the floor only in their underwear, and it was pitch dark. Got bread and water to eat. And it's about the cemetery. These are some of the superintendents. Some of their guns. It's called horsehair art, made by the inmates. Huh. Old cribbage board. Boxes that they made. And here's an overview of the prison.
Oh, that would be a piece of cake.
I'll just put mine on.
guns that they had up on the lookout. The Lowell battery gun and some of their rounds. Some of the guards that worked here. Mexican revolutionaries. Some of the prisoners that were here. Some more prisoners. Burglary. Grand larceny, robbery, manslaughter, 10 years, 30 years for murder. And then some of the days that they were in the solitary cells. Assault, murder, assault with a deadly weapon, robbery, assault. This is the weight that they used to stretch the hangman's rope at the courthouse gallows. The inmate is weighed the day before the execution. A rehearsal was done using a sandbag at the same weight as the prisoner. This has determined the length of the drop necessary to ensure quick death. If the rope is too long, the inmate could be decapitated. And if it's too short, the strangulation could take as long as 45 minutes. I think it's the other way around. They made some movies here. Hollywood came here and did some movies here at the prison. The Yuma High School used to be here, and I guess their name was the Criminals Wrestling. Bad Girls of the Old West. Arson, robbery, burglary, adultery, manslaughter, grand larceny, receiving stolen property, grand larceny, aggravated assault, manslaughter, adultery, manslaughter, assault with a deadly weapon. Some more rifles. The physicians that worked here, this is some of their stuff, their pills, some of their tools. This is how they did their mug shots. They put them up to a mirror so they could get both sides of their face. You can see them. And you can do yours here. The old mirror they used. Ah, Tombstone connection and Boot Hill Graveyard connection. We did a video about that graveyard, some of the people that are connected to that. Here's a bunch of the escapees pictures. Escape attempts were a total of 138. 39 from inside the prison walls, from outside the prison, and work details 72. While en route to the prison, 10. Most attempts by one person was 4. Escapes, they had a total of 42 escapes. From inside, they had 2 escapes. From outside the walls and details, they had 24. While en route to prison, 8. And while building the new prison in Florence, 8. Okay, here's the prison itself. Some of the cells. Obviously, we're missing some walls here, but here's the gates. And that's well, it looks like a 6-man cell. Wow. Well, there's 6 bunks.
What people know me here is Three-Fingered Jack. They threw him in his hellhole
Chamber
stood
pot
up for
for
some
a
miners
restroom.
during the Marine Mines
Yep.
strike. That was back in 1903.
Pot for a
Call me an agitator.
Twyla jumped. Look at this lock.
I bet it was cooler in there.
Oh, I bet it was cooler in there. They're all the same, pretty much. Oh, these ones in here, you can talk to the people on the other side.
So I wonder if this side is like a confinement area or something. Because
Yeah, I don't know, because these ones,
these ones have.
these are the original iron bunk beds, right here. So it looks like there were 6 of them. I guess you had to climb up to the top one there. Bunk beds were made in 1901. It says on the sign that the cells were locked at night. Prisoners had daily work details. These details include rock quarry, kitchen, sewing, shop, adobe yard, wood yard, and prison construction. After work, on Sunday, prisoners had time reading, arts and crafts, education, and relaxing.
The validity of this law. I called it a mockery.
And here are the dark cells. This is the dark cell. This is where they would put prisoners that weren't behaving. They'd bring them in here, and there was a cage in here. If you look at the floor, you can see the remnants of that cage. They'd put them in that cage, and they would ankle chain them to the bottom of the cage. They would strip them down to their underwear, and then they would only get fed bread and water for however long that they're supposed to be in here. And this would deter them from acting out or not behaving correctly while here in prison. And it got dark in here. Pretty creepy. This was the infirmary. I don't know how well you can see in there, but there's some hospital beds and a scale. At the infirmary. In the library. That's what it was set up like. Not a very big room for a library. This is the new yard. It was constructed in 1900 to help relieve overcrowding. Huh. Incorrigible ward, it says. They had 5 steel cages. Well, that's it for us here at the prison. Very interesting, very well done, very well kept up. It's amazing to me on some of the reasons some of these people were in prison here. This is a pretty harsh environment for some of those crimes, I believe, but you know, that's the way it was back then. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming along, and please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our other upcoming videos.